It's Breastfeeding Week. Yes, it's World Breastfeeding Week to help promote the rights for a woman to breastfeed if she chooses. Now, I'm really passionate about breastfeeding as someone who never planned on breastfeeding. I always thought I'd formula feed. I actually was so fooled by the formula adverts, I thought a baby needed formula. So I stocked up anyway with my first. But then the more I found out about breastfeeding and got involved with Little Angels, who are now called Fab Charity in Wakefield, and they gave me support, and so did Home Start in Sheffield. The more I saw how amazing it was, that it had all the benefits to help babies fight off sickness and infections. And also, it also helped me as well bond with my baby, but also sleep, because it matches up with the circadian rhythms. Not that you get any amazing amount of sleep when you've got a newborn, I'm not going to fool you. But also I found out about slings. I've just bought myself a cheap one to start with, just to get me going once I pop this baby out. But then also I had like a Maytai sling, which meant I could breastfeed on the go. But this Breastfeeding Week is all about women working and like promoting the fact that you can still work, as I did whilst breastfeeding. So I exclusively breastfed my 2 children, who are biologically mine. And again, it was tough, especially at first. I was like, oh my days, what are these for? But then it actually just got easier and easier. The more support I got, the easier it became. And actually I realised that I actually had a lot easier a ride than a lot of my friends who formula fed. I didn't have to sterilise lots of bottles and warm milk up and do all sorts of things, or even physically get up, because I've got a bed nest, and that's what you can see behind me in the baby room. We're just getting ready, still lots of stuff to do. So any tips for newborns, because I've totally forgotten, because it was quite a while ago since I gave birth or breastfed. But then I really found it really beneficial for myself and the baby. And the more that I found out about the facts, and I trained in lactation to be a peer supporter, a breastfeeding peer supporter, and just to find out, like, even our teeth, that's why we have milk teeth, so we can suckle from our mama, and then it's when they drop out that then you normally go on to human food, or you start to eat like different food, whether it be meat, fish, or you're vegan like me, and whatever it is. But also I worked, so I remember my first, I was working at BBC, and I also went to uni at Media City to do a postgrad diploma in journalism. So I had to breastfeed and pump and express. I made sure my daughter went to the nursery at Media City so I could feed her in my breaks. And then I also expressed at work. That was hard, so make sure that you insist you're right, whether it be at uni or in work, to actually breastfeed and to express and have that private room. Because the problem is, at the time, because it was all new, all the rooms were glass pretty much. So I ended up expressing in some bizarre places, and then actors walked in as I was in their green room and stuff. So I think everyone saw my babs, but I got used to that. But you do have a right, a legal right, to be able to breastfeed anywhere and everywhere, and also to express as well, and to get that support in the workplace. You may be lucky like me, who mostly works from home unless I'm out filming, so I'm lucky now that I can do that, and that's going to be a lot easier. I think with breastfeeding this baby I won't need to express as much, but there are so many different positions and jobs we can do, and actually it's their responsibility to make sure that we're catered for, that we can do them. So obviously if you're off on maternity for 6 months, say, or more, after that the baby can start to, you can start to introduce solids and whatnot, so that also helps. But then also I really found what was really helpful was breast pump. So apparently I need to start expressing already just with my hands from 37 weeks pregnant, which I didn't actually realise, and I can save some of that golden milk doing the really strong stuff, and then as I go on, I'll be expressing. I got an electric double breast pump, but now I've seen one where you can even like do it hands-free, which is revolutionary, so I won't feel like a sitting milked cow, but it's definitely going to be another experience again. But I'm really passionate about a woman's right to choose whether to choose to breastfeed or not, whether it to be work or not, or a bit of a hybrid, a bit of a mix of anything. But the thing is, it is so possible. And even if you've not managed to breastfeed before, you might do the next time round, because actually once you get the hang of it and once you get the right support, if it's right for you, it can be so, so helpful. Anyway, I'd love to know your tips, what you found works and doesn't work. I'll also be chatting to more working mamas, as I'll be one of those again with a newborn. So I actually found it really good for socialising, because I can be really shy. So I'm all right on video, but then when I'm in personal situations, I prefer like leading a dance class than attending, because I get more nervous chit-chatting. But then at least when you've got a baby, I've got something to talk about around it, so I'll just focus on the baby. I'm so-and-so's mum. But that's why I'm also looking at leading mum and fitness classes and whatnot, because I prefer leading, because I'm better at performing than I am chit-chat, because I get a bit nervous. But anyway, send you so much peace, love, milk and shimmies.